but I literally, my eyes are watering. I was so happy. For those of you that don't know, I did host the red carpet for Spider-Man, and I did make eye contact with Zendaya, and I did almost cry. I did. Bro, I was holding back tears. It was actually crazy. If you look at the photos of me interviewing her, like my eyes were swelling up because okay, listen. I don't I don't fangirl often, but Zendaya is like if I had to pick like a dream celebrity to meet, it would probably be Zendaya for me. Like I just think that she's so perfect and so inspiring and I just love her and Tom together. I'm actually parasocial. Like it's crazy. And so when I got to ask her this one question, oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about. I'm jumping all over the place. Help. Was a good interview. It was awesome. It was awesome. I'm excited to hopefully do more interview opportunities in the future. I think there already is some upcoming interview opportunities in the future. I'm just going to get better and better and better at it. But I just want to say every question was it was written by someone else. They were pre-approved, okay? Every question, it was I had rehearsal and they had a list of, they have cue cards, right? They had a bunch of cards with their picture, the guesses. So there's a list of guests that I could potentially interview. So I don't know who I'm interviewing until they come up and then they give me their specific cue card and then I read the questions on the cue card. That's my job, okay? I just want to say, okay, I did upload a little like a mini vlog on TikTok and on Instagram talking about the Spider-Man experience, but now I feel like I could talk about it a little bit more. Remember how I posted that reel on TikTok of my potential outfits? I literally was gonna wear the Spider-Man dress. But they said no to it. They rejected it. They wanted the feather dress. Good thing you didn't. What do you mean? No, I think that dress was so fire. Yeah, it was. Oh my god, that dress. Well, my plan was I was gonna wear that dress for the red carpet and then wear the feather dress in New York for a different event. So that was my plan. But they said that they wanted the feather dress because they thought that like too many lines would be not good for camera. Because you know how sometimes lines do this? It's actually why I don't wear striped shirts during stream because the lines will do this sometimes, like on camera. So I don't really, I stay away from striped shirts. Did she talk about the Spider-Man spoilers? Oh yeah, I forgot we were talking about Spider-Man. Okay, listen. That was crazy. Okay, I know it's not my fault. Like, when I really look at the situation, it's kind of crazy that it happened because I literally, okay, I did a lot of research on Spider-Man, right? I watched the movies. I did a lot of research. I had looked up a lot of the theories that fans were. Oh, Mika, don't hit the cam. Yeah, I saw a lot of the theories that fans were theorizing on. So when the second I heard a very specific word, dude, my face is so funny. My reaction was insane. Like, I couldn't even hide it because I knew that it was not just a theory, but it was like a straight up spoiler. Straight up. I go, oh, like, it wasn't even, it was worse than that. It was like, oh, my face was crazy. And so I was trying to maybe give him an out because I knew it was like a theory. So I was like, oh, is that a spoiler? Like, I thought he was gonna be like, oh, just kidding. I saw the theories, or oh, I guess we'll have to find out. Or I thought he was gonna say something to like like play it off. And then bro doubles down on another spoiler. And I go, oh, okay. And so then I said, thank you for talking with us. Have a wonderful day at the premiere. Enjoy the show. Thank you. Have a good one. I couldn't. That was crazy. And then it goes, I felt so bad because obviously that it goes giga viral. And it's like, oh man, it sucks for the Spider-Man fans, like the people that are waiting to watch the movie. Like, getting what is likely to be a spoiler. I mean, there's always like, you never really know if it's a spoiler until you watch kind of thing. So I felt really bad for like the real Spider-Man fans. Some people were really, really upset. And I think that's valid. No one likes spoilers or even like the possibility of one, right? So yeah, that was crazy. Anyways, so I get through all my interviews and I'm seeing Tom Holland. There's 2 spots on the red carpet, okay? There's me solo halfway down the carpet, and then there's 2 men that are interviewing at the front of the carpet. And so, whoever we get is very random. Like the producers will bring us a person. And so I was really hoping to interview Sadie Sink, Tom Holland. I was I was just very excited. I was hoping for Zendaya, but I didn't know who I was gonna get. And so I see them interviewing Tom Holland, and I'm like, crap. I was like, I don't think I'll get to meet Tom. So Tom walks by my booth. There's actually a diabolical clip that I was gonna post, but then I changed my mind. It's me literally interviewing another person. We're about to start the interview, and I literally like watch Tom go past me. Like I do like a 360 straight up, just like watching as I'm holding the microphone like this. Oh man, yeah, no, but it was cool. And then same thing happens with Sadie Sink. I'm going like this. Oh, wish I could talk to you. Can't do that. I also wanted to interview the Punisher. I couldn't interview the Punisher. Who else did I miss out on? There was a few. Destin, I wanted to interview the John. Yeah, Destin, the director. That would have been cool. Dude, he's so cool. Oh my god. And then anyways, so it's coming down to the wire. We're about to close the carpet to head in for the premiere. And then one of the producers comes to me and they're like, okay, we know Zendaya is going to be here in 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, do I get to interview her or do the boys get to interview her? Like, do we have time? And they said, we don't know. We will get right back to you. So I'm sitting there with my heels off, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Do they get her or do I get her? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Or is she also going to reject the interview? Because there's some celebrities that don't want to be interviewed. And that's totally valid, right? They probably are getting interviewed all the time. And there's so many. Oh yeah, another person I want to interview that I couldn't interview was Michael B. Jordan. He was literally, he just walked by and I was like, wait! Speaking to the microphone, wait! Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was crazy. Anyways. So I'm patiently waiting, and then they said, Zendaya is going to have time for 1 question. But there's 3 of us that are doing interviews. And I was like, okay, who gets to ask her the 1 question? And then they picked me. And at that point, I was like, oh my God. No way. Me? I was so excited. And they said, yeah, we're going to move you to the other spot. So they waddled me over to the other set. And so it's me and then the 2 boys that were also interviewing over there. And they're like, yeah, they're just going to stand here, but you get this 1 question and this is the 1 question you're going to ask. So I had her cue card in my hand. I'm so mad because I wanted to keep my cue card as a souvenir, but I left it in the theater. it had a little picture of Zendaya and it had like 6 questions, but all of the questions were crossed out except for the one question I was allowed to ask. So I was like, okay, this is my cue card. And then the doors open. I felt the aura. It came in like a blast. I was like, what's happened? And then she's walking over, and I'm not joking. I haven't felt that nervous in a really long time. It was crazy. I obviously put my heels back on. Okay, dude, I had to look up at her like this. She's so tall. So tall. I was wearing heels. She was wearing heels. I think she's like 5'10" without heels. I was like this. And then I had my one question. I was like, please, I know I fumble my words all the time. Please, dictionary Jesus, wherever you are, please let me have this one time where I don't fuck up the question. And so I was like, and I read my question, and oh my God, let me tell you, this question had words I didn't know how to say. Like, I had to ask the producer, I was like, how do you say bona fide? And they're like, it's bona fide or whatever it was. And I had to remember, it's so hard. Bona fide? Is that it's bona fide or something? Yeah, so that's in it. And then there was another word where I was like, how do you pronounce this one? I said it right? Yeah. Are you trolling? No! How often in everyday life do I say bona fide? So they told me the words, how to say it, and I had to lock in so hard to remember that to save my life. It was, if you look at the clip of me reading, it's at the end of my video on Instagram and TikTok. I actually added the interview in there, but I have my microphone and I'm like squinting, reading the card. I will not fumble a single word. So yeah, that was awesome. Anyways, and then she started answering the question and we made eye contact multiple times. I've never seen eyes as beautiful as hers. She had the most beautiful brown eyes I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God, it was crazy. And the way I looked at this woman, dude, find yourself a partner that looks at you the way I looked at Zendaya that day. Did you see the photo? Let me show you the photos. I could not believe the look on my face. I don't even think I've ever looked at my exes like that before. Like, my eyes were tearing up because I was so happy and so honored to meet her. I was actually holding back tears. Like, when she was answering the question, I don't know if you guys could see how wet my eyes were. Hold on, let me pull up the photos. It was diabolical. Okay, hold. I actually was starstruck. Oh my God. Tell me, look at this. Look at that. Look at the way I'm looking at her. I didn't post this, but I literally, my eyes are watering. I was so happy. To the way I'm gripping the microphone too, I'm like this. This was after I was done interviewing her. I was just so starstruck. Holy crap. Anyways.